Sheev Palpatine, otherwise known as Darth Sidious to himself and his master Plagueis, who he trained under for nearly 20 years, decided on the same night he was elected Chancellor that it was time to end his master once and for all. As the two celebrated election, Palpatine urged Plagueis to keep drinking more and more wine until he became utterly intoxicated. Palpatine took this opportunity to strike. He released a barrage of Force lightning, frying Plagueis' breathing apparatus as the Sith Lord began a weak attempt to fight back while struggling for breath. Palpatine, or in this moment 100% Sidious, began taunting his master. "You useless old fool." Sidious would go on a long monologue where he disparaged Plagueis as he lay in a drunken, dying state. "You lost the game on the very first day you chose me to rule by your side. Or better still, under your thumb. Teacher, yes, and for that I will be eternally grateful, but master, never." Hatred stained Sidious's eyes. You may be wondering, when did he begin to change? The truth is that I haven't changed. As we have clouded the minds of the Jedi, I have clouded yours. Never once did I have any intention of sharing power with you. I needed to learn from you, no more, no less. To learn all of your secrets, which I trusted you would eventually reveal. But what made you think that I would need you after that? Vanity, perhaps. Your sense of self-importance. You've been nothing more than a pawn in a game played by a genuine master. Sidious's monologue was much more detailed and in-depth, but I only chose a couple of points to go over. However, I do have a video detailing Plagueis' death if you'd like to check that one out. But as the life faded from Plagueis' eyes, Sidious ended with, "Rest easy in your grave, Plagueis. In the end, I will be proclaimed Emperor. The Sith will have their revenge, and I will rule the galaxy." And as we know, he did. So this brings us to, what exactly happened to Plagueis' body? We don't get an answer from the novel Darth Plagueis, where we've been reading from, as it simply states that Hego Damask, which is Plagueis' actual name, would appear to have died via a malfunction of his breathing apparatus. But what after that? Well, it turns out that Plagueis would remain out in the open, more or less. See, Palpatine had many artifacts and decorations inside of his office on Coruscant, a couple of which were two tall, black, ornamental vases, known also to some as spirit urns. And inside one of these urns, Sidious would keep the ashes of his one-time master, Darth Plagueis. The old Sith's remains would be inside the private office of the supposed kind, elderly senator from Naboo for quite some time. Inside one of these urns, which sat out in the open for anyone who came inside to see. Politicians, Jedi. Not only did these individuals not know that Palpatine was a Sith himself, the one that they were hunting, but there were also the remains of another Sith Lord right under their noses as well. The Jedi Order had become so political and complacent that it clouded their judgment. Add this to Sidious's use of dark rituals and force concealment, as well as the secret Sith shrine which was buried deep underneath a Jedi temple, seeping dark side energy, and all of these things combined were able to mask the dark presence of Palpatine, and while the Jedi knew there was a Sith Master out there, they originally did not know it was Senator Sheev Palpatine from Naboo himself, and most definitely didn't know that the ashes of another Sith Lord, Darth Plagueis, was among them all along. I hope you enjoyed this video and hope you found it insightful. Thank you for watching, and may the Force be with you.